Hello and welcome back to Resident Evil 4. So, we're in the castle. We are trapped in the castle. We cannot get back because there's a giant angry mob on the other side of that door. So our only option is forward. Now, is there a bird nest in this tree? Unfortunately not. Doesn't seem to be treasure anywhere here actually, which is unfortunate, but we'll take it. Because we did get some treasure from behind the house in that there chest. That is an awful rooftop texture, I have to say. And the funny thing is, I'm pretty sure this is like the graphics on full. Yeah, everything's on the yes, on full. Mission Blair, shutter quality is high. Everything is on high, pretty much. So yeah, the graphics aren't great, but still. I'll see if I can turn up a bit more for next session, but. So we're about to meet a new type of enemy. And a new type of disturbing enemy he is. He's basically just a replacement for the standard villager. As you can see, there's 4 catapults. These will become a nuisance later on. But yeah, as you can see there, look, we now have cultists. We now have 2 less cultists to worry about. So even though I've got a steady 60 FPS, it just doesn't seem as smooth as I would expect it to be. So here's where it gets a bit difficult, and you just want to make a straight flat run with Ashley here. You can always come back and explore this later on. I always hate that they destroy that building. So there should be nobody on the left. Oh. That's never happened before. Typical, isn't it? Bloody Ashley can't survive a single catapult hit. What's wrong with her? Yeah, that's never happened before. Usually I just sprint my way up there and it's fine. But yeah, we'll quickly get rid of these fools again. I got him, thank God. I thought I'd mess things up there, but no, we seem alright. Let's get that pistol back out and let's make a run for it. I know I would make Ashley stay here, but she'll get captured from behind eventually. Again, really? That's never happened before. I wonder why is this just a thing for the HD remake? The catapult's now more accurate. I think maybe what we should do then is kind of just stand and wait for those first catapults to hit. And then we'll sprint to where these cultists are jibber jabbering. Get wrecked, cultists. Right, well actually let's keep the rifle out. We're not in immediate danger. We might be able to snipe a catapultist or 2. But yeah, for now then, let's we'll wait for those first catapult hits to land. I'm gonna get down here. I don't think I've actually ever been in here, to be fair. I know where we are, because we raised this up later on. Velvet blue, incendiary grenade. Incendiary grenade needs to move down there. Shotgun shells are fine, these ones aren't. Okay, let's see. Can we perhaps snipe someone from here? No, we can't see the catapultist up there. I guess, let's just make a run for it. Okay, we've made it past that part. Maybe we're alright. So, red barrel, easy shot, takes out the catapult. As far as I'm aware. Also what we'll do is, since we can see him, quick rifle shot to this guy. As you can see, he does have a helmet on now. So shots to the chest, Much more likely to kill. It didn't look like it killed him, so we'll switch over to the pistol and take care of him. The creepy fucker with his bronze mask and his scythe. So I'll head over here. See, I would leave Ashley here, but it's not going to go too well. Because they do come from behind. Best place to go is straight in here. Where we get a yellow herb. We will take yellow herb any day. Okay, so from here, I think we might be able to snipe one of the catapultists. Definitely a worthwhile time to grab a rifle, even if it is just the basic one. The basic bolt action rifle is better than nothing at this point. So that one over there is still firing, huh? Can't really get my hands on a, well, should I say, I can't really get a good shot from here. I'll wait for him to fire again. Oh, Ashley! Why is she so weak? Good lord. Alright, so let's do that one more time. What we're going to do is this time, Ashley's staying in that house, that small building. It's not really a house, is it? She's staying in that small building, I'll tell you that much. First things first. Oh, that was lovely. Double tap, that was beautiful, I have to say. That was absolutely beautiful. If I do say so myself. So I know I mentioned a while ago that I was considering quick run. I did mention I was considering Company of Heroes 2 to record because it's a World War II RTS, and I was thinking that for a while, but now I'm thinking maybe I'll record Age of Empires or Age of Mythology and work my way up to Company of Heroes, because thinking about it, mostly Age of Empires is something that I bought to play with a friend of mine. I played it maybe 2 or 3 times and then not touched it since. Seems a shame. So yeah, for sure, recording it might be a good excuse to get back into it. Okay, so pistol out. So the rifle's good for sniping those red barrels, but wherever possible, I recommend using the pistol, as it will allow you to conserve ammo. So you might be thinking, and I wouldn't blame you, why don't you just go through the gate? Because it won't budge. It's probably locked from the other side. It's going to take a lot of firepower to destroy it. You'd be forgiven for thinking, ooh, catapult, but I'd instead remind you of the cannon we saw down bottom. Also, why do they drop stuff if you can't get up to them? It's just teasingly frustrating. Okay, so we're going to take care of Scytheman up close. The plan is to show you a new move, the suplex, which will instantly kill those without masks, funnily enough. So yeah, these enemies do differentiate themselves from villagers quite easily, in the sense that they have some new moves, they have some new weapons, obviously a great scythe, dirty great scythe. Yeah, you can do new moves on them, so instead of the savage back kick, you do the even more savage roundhouse. Let's put these in their right place, shall we? Is there any treasure in this area actually before we move on? Yes, there is. Ashley, you can stay here for now. So I think one of them we want to destroy is there. One of them's over there. Let's go around the back of the house and get that treasure. Oh, it's right here. What do we got? A bangle? Gold bangle. Excellent. Now what I'm going to do here is try and angle myself a very good shot on that catapult. That wooden board there pretty much just blocks you there. So let's run up. Catapult down. Ashley needs to come to you the second that catapults. The second you come up here, these guys will begin coming. Which is a good time for an incendiary grenade, in my opinion. Will it kill them? Seems to have done. Nice. Okay, maybe we were a bit too harsh on incendiary grenades. If you guys are still watching, right from the start when I advised not to use the incendiary grenades and just to sell them, I would now say save them because they do have their uses, which are not as useful in a boss fight as I'd like, compared to the frag, and even the flash, to be honest. Flash grenade we definitely want to keep because the parasites that come out of these guys' heads are nasty because they can do a pretty dangerous one-shot. Well, we're done, and the music just suddenly cuts out. This area is really reminding me of both Castlevania and Devil May Cry 4, and Castlevania Lords of Shadow, that is. Not sure why. I mean, I'm more sure why Devil May Cry, because you do go through a gigantic snowy castle. Take. Spinel. I knew there was something in this little building. Just knew it. Well, we can progress now. Castlevania Lords of Shadow is something that I tried to record a long time ago. I'm not sure why I couldn't get it to work, but I'm tempted to do it again. All I know is I have a giant list of games that I would really, really like to record, and I'm not really sure where to start with them. A merchant so soon.
Welcome. Got some rare things. What are you selling?
Let's sell some spinels and velvet blues.
Is that all?
Golden bangle. We'll sell that as well.
What are you
Tune up. What can I tune up? The riot gun and the rifle semi-auto. Well. A lot of money is about to be spent as we sell the shotgun. And we sell the rifle.
Thank you.
And we sell the scope. We are going to instead buy, so as you can see, the shotgun has a base damage of 4, riot gun is 5, and has a higher capacity. So definitely buy this. It is a monster of a gun. And then I think also we need a rifle, but the semi-auto rifle has much more power, much higher firing speed, much quicker reload speed, and even bigger capacity. So yeah, 35 grand. It's a steal. The only thing is, it does take up more inventory space, as you can see, which is something we can sort out in a moment. We could also buy a mine thrower, which is, I'd recommend it. The mine thrower is good. I like it, and I'm tempted to, but not just yet. We get a scope for the semi-auto rifle though, definitely. Needed, in my opinion. It's just going to be another case of playing inventory Tetris in a minute.
What are you buying?
What can we buy? Anything else? No. Scope for the mine thrower, but that's largely useless anyway, in my opinion. Instead, let's tune up the riot gun's firepower.
Thank you. Is that all?
Got ourselves a boss killer right there.
Is that all, stranger?
So basically all of our money's going now. But oh well. And that's it. Very low on bullets, but look at this beauty. In fact, let me just do a bit of inventory Tetris, as we like to call it. Yeah, I knew it would be difficult to fit it in, but I didn't realise just how difficult. Let's have a think. Oh, good lord, this is going to be hard. I don't really want to get rid of any ammo. Definitely don't want to get rid of a yellow herb. Could probably get rid of that incendiary grenade. But we'll see, we'll just move it for now. And then yeah, we'd want the ammo to be directly above it, so the grenade can go there. Yeah, we'll move that up. Move this up one. Combine with that. That's good. Okay, that gives us a bit of space. Yeah, we didn't need to get rid of that incendiary grenade, to be honest. Just needed to shuffle things around a bit. Still have a decent amount of room as well. That being said, yeah, let's just show off the new guns. We've got a beautiful riot gun, which is a much better shotgun. A much better shotgun. This is a boss killer right now. Or at least a tough enemy killer. And then we've got the semi-auto rifle. Better scope. And fires a lot faster, obviously. Reloads a lot faster. It does seem a shame to get rid of them old weapons, but...
Leon, where's your current location?
We decided to lay low in a castle, but it looks like it was a bad move.
Meaning?
Well, it appears that this castle's also connected with the Los Illuminados. I must not get many visitors here, because they're giving me one hell of a welcome.
Sounds bad. I have an idea, Leon. I need you to...
What? Repeat, Hunnigan. Great. Just my luck.
And mine, I must say. So we got some shotgun shells. We can check that book. There's an odd book here, an old book here. It's so whether it's illegible. So why is it even there then? So we've got a platinum sword and a gold plate, which we'll take. Anything else? Cupboard we can open with some gold. Any treasures in this room? No treasures now till the next area. And even then it's not for a while. So we're going to keep our eye out for paintings of... Oh, okay. Oh dear. So what we really need to do, pretty much immediately, is secure ourselves a nice location to defend. Which is why I would say preferably over here where we can only be accessed from two sides. That did not go well. So what I'm going to do is use a flash grenade because I don't like fighting those parasites. To be honest, rather than defending a single spot, you probably are better off just running around. Let's test the power of this beast, shall we? 2 shots kills. Lovely. So it's very easy to just waste the rifle's ammo dealing with regular scrubs, but I'm not going to. In fact, I'm even tempted to just use the TMP now. That's the sound of more enemies. Suplex. Come on. Shame you can't upgrade the knife. I know why you can't, because it would be a bit overpowered with it being an unlimited weapon, but... Come on, sucker. We will still try to knife enemies where we can, though. Now that should, in theory, be it. In terms of waves of enemies coming up the stairs. Another spinel. Fantastic. A red herb, which we will combine with the yellow herb and the green herb to save space. So we'll save 2 of each grenade from now on. 1 of each grenade, sorry. So we take the golden sword, and the idea is you put your platinum sword on the platinum plate, and the golden sword downstairs on the golden plate. We have a red enemy here who's a bit tougher to defeat. Annoyingly, I think he's pretty much guaranteed to have a parasite. But yep, if you can knife him to death, do it. Should never have fought that thing so close because yeah, they literally one kill you by taking your head off. 4,500 gold. Gold sword in the gold plate, and we are good to go. Do 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 do. So we've got a bed up here. Funnily enough, I think that's a bed anyway. It's a table with a rag on it, probably. So yeah, this castle has some very convoluted rooms and secret passages and such like you'd expect, and it is very fun because of that. I don't know why I'm checking. We already know there's no gold or treasures.
Leon! Louis.
How did he get here?
I've got something for you guys. What? Oh, shit! I must have dropped it when I was running away from them.
Dropped what?
A drug that'll stop your convulsions. Look, I know you're carriers. You've been coughing up blood, right?
Yeah.
And you?
Yes.
Damn it! The eggs have hatched. We don't have much time.
What are you talking about?
I have to go back and get it.
Let me come with you.
No. You stay here with Leon. He's better with the ladies. I'm sure.
Why are you...
It makes me feel better. Let's just leave it at that.
Definitely a shady character, Lewis. Wants to help us, sure, but... Now for this part, I usually leave Ashley here, and nothing bad has happened so far, to the best of my memory, but then I haven't played it for a couple of years, so... I think I played this last year or the year before on the Wii. I would recommend shooting him to death. For God's sake, that would happen to us, wouldn't it? Let's use the incendiary. So fun fact, you can actually use doors to kill people. You hear an enemy coming close. You don't do that. Okay, I'm failing to use it properly, but still. Okay, the parasite's down, which is good. Oh, for God's sake, come on. Parasites everywhere. Wiped him out easily enough. Jay, you'd think we could just give Ashley a gun, wouldn't you? I was hoping and praying that wouldn't be another one. This does mean now though that we are going to have to cherish shotgun shells because they are going to be invaluable in boss fights. Or mini boss fights with the amount of firepower we get. And I can think of a mini boss soon that's coming up. Do 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 do. Got loop de loop from SpongeBob stuck in my head. Now that he's down below, I like to run out and knife him instead of wasting ammo. There we go. Now there's two guys around here, new enemies, as you can see. They have shields. So what I like to do is lure them down here. Sneaky sods come from behind. Or has he? Yes is the answer. So here's a good tactic. Lure enemies to explosives. And you can also lure those guys out one at a time if you go careful. If you're new to the game and you haven't been to this area before, you're just going to sprint around and there's 2 of them. Always knife them from behind if you can. Or always knife them in general, they seem pretty weak to the knife. The metal shielded enemies later, they're probably a different matter. Try to remember if shield enemies make it into Resident Evil 5. I know a couple of the same enemies do. Probably use that just to get back to full health. Or maybe not, there's no point using them just because we can. So I like to smash all the barrels and things in this room before doing anything else, because here is the item needed to continue. Second you pick that up, this happens. So that allows you to kill 2 of them, but that leaves you with 3 of them to deal with. This is where the Punisher gun comes in handy, because obviously a bullet can damage 2 enemies. Come on, knife. Oof, okay. We'll use that and get a bit of extra health. I was wondering if it was like the pitchfork wielding Ganados where you could attack them as they attack you with the knife. You probably can if you time it right. The only unfortunate thing about this area is I've used a lot of bullets. But it's okay because I have a fair amount anyway. So, back the way we came.
Follow me.
Get Ashley to follow us. And through the double doors of doom. Using the castle gate key. And here we are in a rather large hall with a strange cackling sound. Okay.
I was starting to wonder when you might notice us.
Who are you?
Me llamo Ramon Salazar.
Creepy fuckers, aren't
the
they?
8th Castellan of this
All 3 of them.
magnificent architecture. I have been honored with the prodigious power from the great Lord Sadler. I've been expecting you, my brethren.
No thanks, bro.
My, we've got a feisty one. If you care for your own well-being, I suggest you surrender yourself and simply become our hostage. Or Mr. Scott, you can give us the girl because you're not worth a penny, I'm afraid. You can die.
Could have just shot
I'm
him.
never turning into one of them. Never.
Got that right. We'll find a cure.
Okay, so there's a couple of barrels around, I think. Maybe not on this first floor, but on the second floor. And here we need 3 insignia parts to go forward. A bit like Resident Evil 2 with the emblems. So we swap out barrels for pots now, but we do have barrels and crates at some point still. But just go block from the other side. There is a typewriter, good. This is probably where I'll end the episode then. So yes, thanks for watching, guys. So we got quite a lot of new content in this episode. We got new guns in the form of the riot gun and the rifle, semi-auto. New enemies, we've got the mysterious Los Illuminados cult members with their medieval weaponry, crossbows, flails, scythes, spiked shields, all sorts. New parasites popping out of their heads. Things are only going to get worse from there. Also been introduced to those 2 mysterious robed figures and Lord/Castellan Salazar. He is the next sort of, he's basically taken over the role of Chief Mendez, the guy we killed in the last fight. So where's it going to go from here? Well, you have to watch next time to find out, guys. Thanks for watching, I hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you then.